to a very chilly morning. It's 35 degrees at 8:30 in the morning. And they're saying we are supposed to only get up to 52 degrees today. I think fall is here. Good God. We started the setup this year, September 4th, and we had about a week and a half of heat wave. It was 96 to low hundreds, which slowed down the build considerably because I was having to run into the house to cool off every half hour, 45 minutes, which put us behind. Now we're getting down toward the end of the build, and we've got the other end of the spectrum. Feels like winter. The hell with fall. It feels like winter. And I'll probably be running in the house to warm up. And I can't afford doing that. On the docket today, water room. I'm hoping, other than filling the ponds, that today will be the last day for the water room. And we're going to be working on the pumping station today. I've got to get the projector and screen in. I've got to make some alterations on the two fountains. I got to cut them down. Plus, I got to get the plumbing done on them. Then we've got to get the liners in, the water blasters in, the pumps in. I've got to get the pumps wired out to where they're going to be plugged in at. So I'll probably be running back and forth to the shop a lot today. That hopefully will keep me warm. I got Kaylee in here with me. She's bored. She wants out of the truck. God, I wish I had her fur coat right now. God, that'd be nice. Breakfast of the day. Strawberry pancakes. And I'm not talking about pancakes with strawberries over the top. I mean getting strawberries, dicing them up, putting them in with the batter, and actually making strawberry pancakes. And then you put strawberries over the top with a squirt of whipped cream and some maple syrup. Fried eggs and bacon. Oh, you gotta have toast. You gotta have toast. So there's your breakfast of the day. Now it's too cold to sit here and ramble. So I am gonna close this segment out. I'm gonna get to work. Just when I'm moving, I can warm up. See you next segment, if I haven't turned into a snowman by then. Out in the depths of the water room. We've been busy this morning. Figured I'd show you what has been done out here. Not only have I been out here, but Sue Ann's been out here. I got the projector in. That was quick, getting the screen and the projector in and getting it all set. Sue Ann came out and did some creepy cloth and all the sets in here. Hold on just a sec. Sorry, Morgan was the interruption. She had questions. But anyway, like I said, Sue Ann did some creep and all. She even did that one there with some vinage. She did some vinage in there. Then you get over here, and she did a combo, creepy cloth and cobwebbing over zombie bait. And then she did up there. So she was a busy little beaver for a couple hours. Me, I got fittings on my air hose down there. We're going to need that for the water blasters, but the main amount of time was these here. That's the double fountains that go in these spots on both sides of the pumping station. I ended up doing that for plumbing. The water pump, go on the end of the hose, obviously, and the water comes out of that white pipe. There's one on the inside, on the inside of each tube. That took a while to do, especially since I had to go up to Ace Hardware, and when I go to Ace Hardware, I have to take Kaylee. And it's more about her out there than it is me. She gets all the attention and loving, and I have to sit there and wait till they're done before I can get any help. Kaylee is a favorite up there. But she's in the house relaxing. But with all this little stuff done, it's time to tackle a big project. It's going to take some time. And that's See how far I can back up without killing myself. Is there. I need to get the liner in. So that's going to be my next project, is trying to get that liner in. Don't know how long it's going to take. I know it's going to take a while. But if we can get that liner in, I can start getting the fountains in, the pumps in, the water blasters in. It's just, I'm to the point now, I can't go any further on anything out here until I get this last liner in. But I've got another problem. I'm getting hungry. So I'm going to go get something to eat. Then I'll come out and tackle it. Because I'm not really looking forward to doing that pond. Hey guys, it's a little after 9. Probably about 10 minutes after 9 or so. I didn't check the time. But I am calling it quits. But I wanted to show you what we've got. And then there's Fred over here. Kaylee, come on. But we had some problems, major problems. I went through 3 liners trying to get this pond lined. Hey, KK. Here's our Kaylee. She wants to go move the truck. But no, this is the 3rd liner. I was having a hell of a problem with this nook. As you can see there, the plastic is slightly tinted up. For some reason, I was getting it going all the way across and effectively making a dam there. And I can't have that. I gotta have water flow for the water pump in there. And I tried 2 different ways. Finally, the 3rd way I did it, it pretty much worked. I still got a tent there, but it's not near as bad and I can live with it. Second one, and we just had Sue-Ann out here talking. I've got these here. These are my water blasters. I forgot I needed to remake this one. It's supposed to have a little push button fitting on there. You put the hose in, and to get the hose out, you push the little button in and it spits the hose out. Well, the button broke off of that one. So now if I put the hose in, as soon as it activates, the hose pops right back out. So this water blaster is dead. Now I have that seated guy and that seated guy. They're both supposed to have water blasters. What we're going to do is I'm going to put that guy right there with the water blaster in it, so people get nailed a little bit as they walk past. That guy, I'm leaving the air switch, the solenoid in for him. And we're going to attach the hose down to the brick, and I'm going to zip tie it to, or not the brick, but to the weight. But I'm going to zip tie it to the weight. And when it goes off, it'll wiggle back and forth a little bit underwater and shoot a blast of bubbles up. Okay, and we're going to give that a try this year and see how that works. But it's not happening tonight. And, oh, the dragons. When I was farting around with the air hoses and the solenoids and everything, I discovered I forgot to light up the dragon's eyes, and those were UV bulbs in there. So the dragon's eyes are working. All the lights are working now. Now, as far as underneath the pumping station there, that is all done. I can put Morgan's fountain on, which I will do first thing in the morning. Then we've got to get the air blasters, or not the air blaster, but the water blaster and the air line in for this guy. I'm just going to call it the bubbler. The bubbler and the water blaster in. We're going to do that. Then we've got a control board to put in to control both those guys and zombie bait. And then we got to put fences up, and we'll be doing water tomorrow. I have probably about 2 hours worth of work, if that. Other than that, everything in here is ready to go. I just got those small things to do. Now, Kaylee and I are going to go move the truck, park the truck, and stay tuned for your end of the day wrap up. Okay, a quickie end of the day wrap up. And we've got a KK in her spot. She wants to go in the house. Well, it's been 2.5 days in the water room trying to get it done. I've got probably about 2, 3 at the most hours of work to do just so we can get water in. And water is going to take several hours, and I can do other things while the ponds are filling, as long as I keep an eye on them. We don't want them overflowing. We don't need a swamp in there. So we will be back into the water room tomorrow. I've got finished with the bubbler and the water blaster in there. I've got control board to put in, and I've got fencing to do. And now I've got some straw around burnt guy as well to do. And then we are done in there other than water. And I'm going to switch right over to doing water. So, but once we start doing water, we are officially in stage 5. The last one, which is stereos. She wants to cuddle a little bit. But anyway, stereos, getting the security systems up and running, curtains in between each of the displays, things like the video screens throughout the haunt that haven't been put up yet, need to be put up, bubblers, foggers, projectors, that sort of thing. All need to get done. And it takes about 2 to 3 days to go through and get everything done. Then we got to go through and clean everything and, debug anything that needs to be fixed, So, but stage 5 sometime tomorrow. We'll get started on that. Past that, stay spooky, stay toxic.